The Real Path to Limitless Financial Freedom, Part 1. Let me ask you something real. When was the last time you looked at your bank account and didn't feel anxiety? I'm not talking about dreaming of Lamborghinis or mansions. I'm talking about being free enough to wake up without financial fear. That's what financial freedom really is. And if you're still grinding, still stressed, still living paycheck to paycheck, then this is your wake-up call. Let's talk about the truth. No sugarcoating. What is limitless financial freedom? Limitless financial freedom isn't about getting rich fast. It's not about winning the lottery or scrolling through Instagram, seeing someone on a yacht and thinking that's success. It's about control. It's about not being owned by your 9-to-5 job. It's about having options. The freedom to say no to things that don't align with your purpose. It's waking up and knowing you own your time. But here's what nobody tells you. It doesn't come easy. And it doesn't come overnight. It's earned through discipline, through failure, through learning from real-world, raw, painful experiences. The first punch, reality check. Let me tell you a story. A couple years ago, I had just lost a job. Rent was due in 2 weeks. My bank account had $34. Seemed like everything was closing in. No one tells you how lonely it is when you don't know how you'll make it to next week. But in that moment, I made a decision. I wrote down 2 things. Never be in this position again. Learn how money really works. That decision changed everything. I started reading, listening, absorbing everything I could. About saving, investing, discipline. I cut out the noise. Netflix, parties, nonsense. I went silent. And I worked. The money lies we're told. We grow up hearing things like, go to school, get a good job, retire at 60. Buy a house, it's the best investment. Debt is normal. But let me ask you, is it normal to live stressed for 40 years just to retire for 10? That's not freedom, that's a trap. The truth is, most people don't know how money works. Not because they're dumb, but because the system profits from their ignorance. If you're feeling stuck, like no matter how hard you work, you're still broke, that's not your fault. That's the system working as designed. But here's the truth. You can learn your way out. You can build your way out. Habits over hustle. Hard work matters, but habits matter more. I used to work 10-hour shifts and still be broke. Then I learned, track every dollar, automate your savings, live under your means, not within them. That's the boring stuff that actually changes your life. It's not sexy, but it's freedom. One income is too close to none. If your life runs on one paycheck, you're always one boss, one illness, one bad month away from collapse. Start small. Freelancing, selling digital products, affiliate marketing, the foundation of why you give the Afro Corner. You can't escape a broke mindset with more money. I know millionaires who are miserable and stressed, and I've met people earning $50,000 living with peace and freedom. Your relationship with money is the foundation. You have to believe, I am worthy of financial freedom. I will learn what I don't know. I am not stuck. I'm in progress. Every financial transformation I've seen in real life began with a shift in self-worth. The power of saying no. Most people stay broke because they say yes too often. Yes to weekend dinners you can't afford. Yes to buying things to impress people who don't care. Yes to friends who distract, not build. Saying no is how you reclaim your future. Every no is a yes to long-term freedom. Saying no is that saying no. The month I hit rock bottom. There was one month I survived on instant noodles, skipping meals to save cash. I wore one pair of jeans for weeks. But I also built my first online income that month, $78 from a freelance gig. Might seem small, but that $78 felt like $1 million. Because I made it. I created it. That month I realized I'll never be broke again, not because I got lucky, but because I learned how to create. The shift happens here. This is the point in the story where most people quit. It gets uncomfortable. It gets lonely. But this is where the shift happens. If you push through this phase, where the work is hard and the results are invisible, you'll break through. Start before you're ready. Too many people wait. Wait until they have money, until they feel confident, until it's the right time. Truth is, you get ready while doing. I started this journey broke, scared and unsure. And I'm still learning, but I started. That's the only difference between me and who I was before. Be obsessed with learning. I stopped watching others live and started learning how to build. Read one financial book a month. Watch content that teaches, not entertains. Surround yourself with people who are building. Learning changed my life more than any job ever did. The content doesn't leave. Define your freedom. Financial freedom doesn't look the same for everyone. Maybe it's 2 months and full-time travel. Maybe it's a small home and peace. Maybe it's being able to take care of your parents. Define it. Write it down. Picture it every day. That's your target. This was just the beginning. This story, my story, your story, it doesn't end here. In part 2, I'll show you exactly how I built my first $1,000 a month passive income stream, the steps I took, the mistakes I made, and how you can replicate it without quitting your job.